Hey YouTube, welcome back. So today we're gonna have a little bit of a different video. The video here we're gonna do is we're gonna do some type of review on what it is to drive the manual 2012 GT500 and the DCT 2020 GT500. These cars are both great to drive, fun to drive. One of them is obviously you gotta shift the gears. The other one more or less does everything for you, unless you of course want to use the paddle shifters. I have fun with both of them, but anyway, now let's go to the review. So one of the great things about the 2012 GT500 is, you know, Carroll Shelby had a some type of involvement in the design and build of this car. It's a very nice car. A lot of the people at the car shows, when we take it out, you know, they look at it and they obviously, number one, they confuse it with a 2014 due to the wheels that it has. However, it has that classic, you know, that classic Shelby look that everybody's after. It has the nice stripes. Speaking of the stripes, if you can see here, the stripes are missing on the bumper. We are going to get them replaced. We've got to order them special, you know, specially from or special for order from Shelby. It looks like might have had some rock chips and they decided to take them off. That was pre-purchase of the car. But again, the car does have Brembo brakes. As you can see, Brembo brakes. It has the 2014 wheels. Obviously these the snakes. One of the things I really like is that classic GT500 look with the stripes. You know, Recaro seats on the inside. I'll just give a quick look. There, the inside of the manual. And anyway, you know, the wing, go on to the next one. The wing, it does have Borla exhaust. We went ahead and did the Borla exhaust. Other than that, it's more or less factory, with the exception of an intake that we'll check out here in a little bit. But that rear looks, you know, it's the classic Shelby look. It looks very nice. I guess they also removed the stripes on the rear to match the front. But overall, you know, that's the classic Carroll Shelby look. You know, it's just a beautiful all-around, you know, Shelby look. Now we go over to the front, and again, the snake being on the side instead of, you know, in the middle. We'll check out the 2020 and I'll show you that part. You know, very nice car, like I said. But let's go over to the 2020. Now, as you can see, we went ahead and added the stripes, redid the stripes on the front, and we added the red edges. You know, look how nice that looks. Very nice. It complements well with the Shelby overlays, and then the snake. We will be adding here GT500 red overlays. I do have them. I'll probably be installing them on the next video. But this car here, overall, pictures, videos, does not do this car justice. Does not make this car justice. This car is phenomenal. A lot of people that see both Shelbys, when I take them out to the car show, they do say, hey, you know, this is more of a Ford performance car. You know, it's not Shelby. But however, I mean, it's still an insanely beautiful car. We went ahead and added carbon fiber splitter wickers and carbon fiber all the way around in the car. We did do the overlays on the snakes. It's a different, you can see it's a different style snake than that of the 2012. It's a redesigned snake. It is a bigger emblem. Actually, it's probably about the same size, but it's just a different style snake. The rotors, that's the big pizza dishes. You know, I believe they are 16 and a half. 16 and a half with the huge Brembo brakes. 20-inch wheels, 305s on the front. And then we go here, Recaro seats. You know, Alcantara in the middle, leather on the outside. Very beautiful seats. No shifter. It has a dial. You know, DCT. Now we did carbon fiber on the mirrors all the way around. Look at my iconic Shelby handle at Instagram. Make sure you join my Instagram channel. Anyway, we did the black. Moving on, we did the black on the roof, carbon fiber wing, same thing, Borla exhaust, Borla Tech, same thing, overlay on the back. You see those red stripes? They look amazing. GT500 there, carbon fiber diffuser, gurney flap, same thing. Let's walk all the way around on the car. I'll zoom out here so you could get a better look at it. Heated extractor hood. Again, amazing machine. This car is not stock by any means. It does have 1,000 rear wheel horsepower. That one there, we haven't dynoed it yet. We will at some point, but we're not trying to get too crazy with that one. But this one here is the bad boy. So let's move on to what's underneath the hood. So here is the 5.4 liter supercharged. We went ahead. These cars do come with a silencer here. It's just, it has no blower whine when they're stock. We put a JLT on there, K&M filter. Everything else is pretty much bone stock. Very nice and clean with the bay. Very clean. Again, this car has really not much done to it. The hood vents there, you know, let some of that heat out. This thing here, this hood vent, I guess some of the clips tend to break, and we're gonna have to replace it. As you can see there, we're gonna have to replace that. I guess that's probably a factory problem, because I think several people have had the same issue. And let's move over here to the 2020. First and foremost, there are two things on this car that get people's attention. Number one is the humongous pizza dishes, followed by this big 1320 junky cold air intake. Look at the size of that thing here. Let me zoom in. Just in comparison to my hand. My hand is wide open, and look how big that thing is. Very humongous cold air intake. It does have a heat shield. You know, a lot of people, they prefer the JLT. I'm a big fan of the 1320 junky. You know, Jason, he's a very cool guy. He helped me, you know, get me expedited when it first came out. Again, it's all about preference. We have JLT on that one, but yet we have 1320 on this one, and I love it. I love it. I'm super excited and happy with that. We do have a Palm Beach dyno throttle body there, and then the blower is ported by Jokers. It has a 265 pulley Whipple tensioner. We upgraded the fuel injectors, the fuel rails, JOT catch can, Whipple manifold. It does have a Whipple intercooler. And pretty much that's all we did to the hood, you know, under the hood. So that there got us to 1,000 horsepower with a combination with the exhaust and the tuning by Kenneth Palm Beach Dyno. We are going to, on the next video, we are going to put an overlay on the Cobra, just make it stand out. I am going to put a gigantic vinyl Cobra here. This is just very smooth. The vinyl will not stick to it, so we're gonna rough it up a little bit, you know, prime it, and it'll save 1,000 rear wheel horsepower right under there. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna like that. It's gonna look very nice. But that's it. Oh, hang on, I forgot one thing. Let's go back here to this one. This is the pop rod. That's what everybody has complained for all the years. Back to the Terminators, to 5.0s, everybody hates that pop rod. But on the 2020, we have a strut. So strut with hood pins. Obviously the hood's it's humongous. Needs that for the so it doesn't, you know, fly open and hit your windshield. But the strut, I personally think it should have had 2 struts. I'm a person that likes to have, you know, things in tandem. One just kind of looks a little weird to me, but it is. But hey, it's better than the pop rod, right? Now we have a little bit more content to cover, and that is the interior. So I am inside the 2012. There's the snake. Steering wheel's a little bit bigger than the one on the 2020. We'll look at that. Obviously the shifter, the seats have this nice white leather. It is this is called an SVTPP, I believe, which is the it's the track version. I think it's what it's called. SVTPP. I think that's what it is. One thing I do want to mention is drivability. Although the 2020 new car, Recaro seats, real nice suspension, I like driving this car better than I do the 2020 as far for longer distances. In a longer distance, it's a lot more comfortable. It does not beat your back up. It does not, you know, driving this car, I can get on a rally, 200-mile rally, 100-mile rally, and I'm good. Comfortable, very nice. Even with the shifting, still, this car is a lot better in comfort level as it is than the 2020. I know they are, you know, they are high performance machines, but it's just a lot. I don't know, it's just something about it. I just enjoy driving this car more in longer distances. You know, some of the things, the steering wheel is a little bit bigger. Obviously the shifting is a factor. The power, you know, it's kind of, I can't even compare those two, simply because, I mean, you're comparing 550 horsepower at the crank to 1,000 at the wheels. You know, power wise, I can't compare. One of the things I do not like about the 2012, and this is on the older engines, and that is the RPM redline. You know, 6,000, you know, that's a little low when you get on it. I mean, you have to almost be on your game, shift right away. That is one of the things. Maybe I'm a little spoiled now that I've driven the 2020. I don't like that. You know, again, it's a little bit older car. You know, technology has advanced. It's just my personal preference is something that shifts up a little higher. I'm pretty sure we can tune it and do all that stuff, but it's just too quick before, you know, you take off in first gear. You know, you got to shift out really quick. Everything else pretty much, you know, is your standard Mustang. Yeah, you have GT500 there, you know, all that good stuff. You know, sound wise, I do have the technology package on the 2020. This one does not have it, but it has a shaker sound. Sounds pretty good, I think. Many people, you know, we're cruising along, have the music blasting, and they can hear it. You know, I mean, it's nothing too crazy. But back seat, you know, same thing, looks pretty cool. But again, comfort level, this car's a lot more comfortable to drive in longer distance than the 2020. So let's go look at the 2020. So we're in here inside the 2020 GT500 here. As you can see, the steering wheel's a little bit smaller. It does have all the controls, you know, to get in this little snake here. A lot of people, if you could see, it looks like it's missing my autofocus there. Let me zoom out here. You can't see it very well. I don't know why this thing's not zooming, but anyway, right here it looks like it's got a little piece missing. That is actually not missing. That's how it is. You hit that little snake, you can set up all your track mode, your exhaust mode, all that good stuff, where, you know, how you want your settings. We do have an N gauge. We did that to switch between 93 and E85. It does have navigation. Let's snake for performance. It does have navigation. It does have the technology package. Comes with these two it's oil pressure gauge and, you know, oil temperature gauge. Very nice. It does have unlike the other one, it does have the chassis number. Also GT500 with the snake. But this car, I'll tell you, this car will tire you of driving it. You will get tired. Now, you won't get tired of driving it all the time. If you take a 100-mile trip, you will feel it. I promise you. It's the suspension's just stiff. That DCT, you know, kind of jerks you a little bit. But the car, you know, I don't know if it's got to do with the tune, what we did to it, but it definitely gets a little exhausting after a while. But again, it's fun. I love the car. You know, I wouldn't trade this car for anything on the planet. Well, maybe a Grabber Blue 2022 if they come out with Grabber Blue GT500 track pack. Other than that, you know, I love this car, and I'll keep this car for a very long time. Recaro seats, let's look at the seats. The Recaro seats, very nice. We showed them earlier. No back seat. Alcantara in the middle. And pretty much other than that, I mean, that's the interior. Oh, let's show you that big dial. There you go, that thing. I know some people don't like that. It does have the electronic parking brake. Excuse my fingers there. It does have the electronic parking brake, and the receipt back there you saw of the stripes getting done. But anyway, both cars, you know, interior wise, I have to say the 2020 is a lot better. However, that bad boy back over there on the other side is a lot more comfortable to drive on longer trips. Now we're gonna do an exhaust rev. That's what everybody likes. Actually my number one video is a cold start. So let's go ahead. I am on E85 on the car, so it's gonna, you know, sound like it's a little choppy, but it's not cammed. So a lot of people ask me if it's cammed. It is not cammed. It's just with the E85 at startup, it tends to chop a little. But let's hear it. Hey guys, in closing, both cars are amazing machines. They did well. You know, Carroll Shelby, obviously an icon, did very well with the 2012. The 2020 is just on a whole new level. It's a car that, you know, 1,000 horsepower, 760 from factory. That DCT makes a huge difference. Although I love the manual, I enjoy it, I have fun with it. I would say that driving both cars, I would say that I obviously prefer the 2020 simply because it's extremely fun. The suspension, the handling, it handles a lot. That Magna just handles so great. Now the red one does have the 2012 does handle nice, but you could feel a little bit of body roll on some curves that I've taken with the 2020 that doesn't even face it. So other than that, you know, the cars are equally fun. Amazing machines again, and it's a joy to drive. I am blessed to be able to have that 2012 and the 2020 both in the garage. That is one of the great things that I enjoy in life, since I'm a Mustang fanatic. Anyway, next video we are going to be installing the overlays on the 2020. Other than that, one of these days we're going to go to Mexico. We're going to go have a little bit of fun. I do have some pending content with Mustang Lifestyle in the future, you know, making some runs in Mexico with the 2020 and his 2014. Be on the lookout for those. Those videos will be released on his channel. But anyway, until next time, see you later.